Nick Kyrgios Biography, Early Life, Education, Career, Mental Health, Personal Life, Other Interests. Australian tennis player Nick Kyrgios has won 7 ATP Tour singles titles and has made it to multiple finals. While he was initially interested in basketball, he later switched to tennis. At 15, he won the ITF Junior Tournament. In his wildcard appearance at Wimbledon 2014, Kyrgios then ranked 144. Aged 19, defeated then world number 1 Rafael Nadal. In 2022, Kyrgios lost his first Wimbledon final to Serbian tennis star Novak Djokovic. The same year, Kyrgios and his partner Thanasi Kokkinakis won the Australian Open doubles title. However, despite his skills in tennis, Kyrgios has often been criticised for his behavioural issues on the court. Apart from showing his aggression markedly, he is also known to often engage in verbal abuse. In a 2015 Rogers Cup match, Kyrgios apparently told his opponent Stan Wawrinka that his girlfriend had had an affair with Kokkinakis. Kyrgios also owns a foundation for underprivileged children. Nick Kyrgios' childhood, early life education. Nick Kyrgios was born Nicholas Hilmer Kyrgios on April 27, 1995, in Canberra, Australia, to George and Nolela Nil Kyrgios. While his father was of Greek descent, his mother had Malay roots. Kyrgios's mother was born into the Selangor royal family of Malaysia, but gave up her title of princess after moving to Australia in her 20s. She later worked as a computer engineer, while Kyrgios's father worked as a house painter. Kyrgios grew up with 2 older siblings, his brother Christos and his sister Halimar. While Christos grew up to be a lawyer, Halimar became an actor. Halimar has performed in dance and musical theatre and been an acting and voice coach in Hong Kong. Kyrgios attended Radford College until 8th standard. In 2012, he completed his Year 12 certificate at Canberra's Darramailan College. In his early teens, he mostly played basketball. However, at 14, he decided to switch his focus to tennis. At 16, he went to the Australian Institute of Sport on a full scholarship and played tennis there too. Nick Kyrgios' career. Known for his aggressive style of playing since his younger days, Nick Kyrgios won the ITF Junior Tournament at age 15. In 2013, Kyrgios turned professional and moved his training base from Canberra to Melbourne Park. In 2014, Tennis ACT announced a huge investment into the redevelopment of Canberra's Lynham Tennis Centre. In January 2015, Kyrgios confirmed he would return to Canberra. He donated $10,000 to the Lynham Tennis Centre, too, in his breakthrough wildcard match at Wimbledon in 2014. Kyrgios ranked 144, at age 19, defeated Spanish player and then world number 1 Rafael Nadal in 4 sets. Kyrgios thus created history by becoming the first male tennis player ranked outside the top 100 since 1992 to defeat a world number 1 at a Grand Slam. In February 2016, Kyrgios bagged his first ATP World Tour title by defeating 4th seed Croatian player Marin Cilic in the Marseille Open 13 Provence. At the 2016 BBT Atlanta Open, he defeated 3-time defending champion, US player John Isner, in straight sets. He thus scripted history as the first non-American winner in the history of the tournament. The same year, Kyrgios won the Japan Open title, defeating Belgian player David Goffin in 3 sets. Kyrgios thus won his first ATP 500 level title. In January 2018, Kyrgios defeated US player Ryan Harrison to win the Brisbane International Tennis Tournament. In March 2019, he won the Mexican Open held in Acapulco by beating then world number 3 German player Alexander Zverev in a straight sets final. The same year, Kyrgios won the City Open Championship in Washington, D.C., by beating Russian player Daniil Medvedev. In June 2022, he withdrew from the doubles category of Wimbledon 2022 where he was supposed to play alongside partner Thanasi Kokkinakis. Kyrgios stated he wished to focus on his singles wins. In July that year, during his third-round match in Wimbledon 2022, against Greek player Stefanos Tsitsipas, Kyrgios ended up being fined $4,000 for his unsportsmanlike conduct, in spite of winning the match. During the round of 16 match that year at Wimbledon, against US player Brandon Nakashima, Kyrgios broke Wimbledon's all-white dress code and went dressed in red trainers and a red cap on the court instead. Kyrgios ended up winning the match. In his semi-final match, against Rafael Nadal, at Wimbledon 2022, Kyrgios got a walkover. Nadal had to eventually withdraw from the tournament due to an abdominal muscle tear. Kyrgios's Wimbledon final in 2022 was his first. However, he ended up losing the match and the title to Serbian tennis legend Novak Djokovic. The same year, Kyrgios teamed up with Thanasi Kokkinakis and won the Australian Open doubles title. Kyrgios withdrew from the 2022 US Open due to a knee injury. Nick Kyrgios' mental health behavioral issues. At 19, after Nick Kyrgios beat then world number 1 Rafael Nadal in the fourth round of Wimbledon. On a wildcard entry, he was buried under immense pressure to perform. He later stated on Instagram that he was suffering from depression in 2018. He apparently also had suicidal thoughts and had engaged in self-harm. Even in 2019, he was struggling with depression, despite winning tournaments. Following this, he sought the help of multiple psychologists. He has also been in the news for behavioral issues and has been accused of tanking in multiple matches. Most notably at the Shanghai Masters in 2016. ATP not just fined him during the match, but also suspended him for his unsportsmanlike conduct. He has also engaged in verbal abuse multiple times on the court. For instance, in a 2015 Rogers Cup match, Kyrgios told his opponent Stan Wawrinka, "Kokkinakis banged your girlfriend," and was criticized by the entire tennis fraternity, including iconic player Roger Federer. Kyrgios was similarly charged for tanking in a 2015 Wimbledon match against French player Richard Gasquet. Nick Kyrgios' personal life. From 2015 to 2017, Nick Kyrgios dated Ajla Tomljanovic. Tomljanovic is a Croatian-Australian professional tennis player, and the duo even played as partners in the Australian Open mixed doubles matches in 2015 and 2016. In 2020, he briefly dated Russian tennis player Anna Kalinskaya. Their 2-month relationship ended in a bitter breakup in March 2020. Following his breakup from Kalinskaya, he dated fellow Australian Chiara Passari. They had an on-again, off-again relationship, in which both made cheating accusations against each other. They finally broke up in late 2021, when a heated argument between the two had to be stopped by the police at Adelaide's Playford Hotel, where the two were quarantined after coming back from a vacation. Passari later filed a case against him, and he was charged with common assault. Nevertheless, the charges against him were later discarded. Since December 2021, he has been in a relationship with Australian blogger, interior designer, and social media influencer Kostine Hatsu. In May 2022, the two got engaged. Kyrgios, a Greek Orthodox Christian, is known for his signature gold cross that he wears with 3 pendants, including one resembling a tennis racket. He has turned vegan since 2020. Apart from tennis, he follows basketball and football. He is an avid fan of the NBA team Boston Celtics. He also supports the Premier League team Tottenham Hotspur and the Australian Football League team North Melbourne Football Club. Nick Kyrgios' other interests. In January 2023, Nick Kyrgios became a co-owner of the National Basketball League NBL team South East Melbourne Phoenix. He has also launched the NK Foundation, along with his mother, Norlayla, and his brother, Christos. The foundation aims to offer underprivileged children shelter, and a place to practice sports. Leave your comments in the comment video below. Don't forget to share with your family and friends.